This is a story about my trip to Medellin in Colombia in February 2024. I was very surprised when I got there. We stayed in Poblado, an affluent part of Medellin, and the next day we branched out to explore the area. Poblado is very clean and green. That's the first thing that stands out to you. And when you get to the center, there's an amazing array of cosmopolitan and cute and funky restaurants and cafes. And yes, it's a magnet for digital nomads from all over the world. Later in the evening, we went to a nearby salsa class. And yes, as you can imagine, it was full of foreigners just like us, but fun. After salsa dancing, we went to a rooftop bar, one of many in the area, and it had amazing and stunning views of the city on its terrace. The day after, we went to an area called Alpujarra to join one of those walking tours in downtown Medellin.
And the second thing about the tour. In other tours, you have to pay a fee in advance to enter, therefore the guide gets a fixed salary. It doesn't really matter if the guy does a good job or a shitty one instead. This tour works under a completely different logic. As there is no fee to enter, I happen to have no salary, nobody pays me for this. The contrary, I have to pay the company for each one of you. So I just leave my soul and my heart in this tour to satisfy you all and get a great tip from you at the end. So if at the end of the tour you feel satisfied with me,
Our tour guide was absolutely fantastic, and I'd highly recommend anyone visiting Medellin to go on one of these walking tours.
Hasta que empezó a fallar, hubiera sido infinito, así, pero este amor no vale más. Ya te digo.
to the headquarters for education in the city. The buildings that handle kindergartens, schools, universities, scholarships, education, and programs. What I'm trying to say with all of this is that what we
Out of everywhere we went on our walking tour, Parque Botero for me was absolutely brilliant. It had sculptures everywhere. It was very lively, lots of bars and restaurants in the area, and there's a museum as well that you can enter free of charge. And before leaving downtown, I munched on the local dish, bandeja paisas. Back in Poblado, we walked around the square, checked out the nightlife, ate some ice cream before going back to our hotel. The next morning, we went to the area called Laureles, which is very close to where we're staying in Poblado. After that, we ventured out to Comuna 13. Comuna 13 is a mountainside slum. During the early 1980s and 1990s, it was actually the most dangerous place in the world. Pablo Escobar had complete control of the neighborhood. This is where he recruited his sicarios.
No me queda, no me tiene penas.
Later on, and back in Poblado, the night was buzzing. Everyone was out. The restaurants were packed and the prostitutes were out. Majority of the foreign men were approaching prostitutes for that quick thrill. I found out that prostitution is legal in Medellin. On my last day in Medellin, I had a manicure and pedicure after all that walking. So this is what surprised me about Medellin, how clean it is, how green it is, and how safe it is. What a beautiful city in Colombia, highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and share. See you next time.